Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a great day. Long time no see. I know it's been a minute since I last did one of these on-camera videos. I've been pretty busy, and if you didn't see my prior upload, some big news was dropped, as you can see. But yeah, for today's video, we're going to be doing a Yankees 2021 lineup preview. I'm going to be going 1 through 9, what I think the Yankees lineup will be. Not necessarily what I want it to be, but my prediction for what Aaron Boone will be rolling out most of the time. Obviously, there'll be injuries. Some players will have days off, but at least when it comes to opening day and on a consistent basis, assuming everybody is healthy, this is my prediction. So let me know in the comment section below if you agree with this, and also comment what you would want the Yankees lineup to be. Do you think I got anything wrong? What would you do differently? Let me know, and also drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. And yeah, let's get going with this video. Leading off, of course, DJ LeMahieu. Since coming over to the Yankees in 2019, DJ LeMahieu has established himself as the clear-cut best second baseman in baseball. In his 2 seasons in pinstripes, the now 32-year-old has hit .336 over 195 games, with 36 home runs and a weighted runs created plus of 146. DJ's 8.9 WAR bests all other second basemen, as really no one else at the position has come close to providing similar production in that span. After somewhat of a lengthy negotiation process, the Yankees and LeMahieu finally agreed to re-up on a 6-year deal last month, worth $90 million. So, barring any catastrophic drop-off, DJ will be leading off in the Bronx for years to come. Batting second and playing right field, we have the 2-time All-Star and 2017 MVP of the American League, wink wink, Aaron Judge. Now, you guys know I am probably the biggest fan of this guy, so much so that some of you think it can be a little bit weird. You're not wrong. Which is why it might surprise you when I say that Aaron Judge has to change the narrative regarding his injuries this season. Although many of his incidents have been freak things, if he once again misses a significant amount of time this coming season, it'll be hard not to label him as injury prone. However, assuming he does stay on the field for 140 plus games, it's almost a certainty he'll be competing with Mike Trout for AL MVP. After all, he was well on his way to running away with the award last year when he was leading baseball in almost every offensive category, until he injured his calf. With just 2 years remaining until free agency, Aaron Judge is in need of a full season, and I truly believe / hope we'll get to see that this year in 2021. Batting third and playing center, I have the one Yankee bat who isn't right-handed, that's Aaron Hicks. Despite what you might think, Hicks actually had a nice season in 2020. Yeah, he hit just .225, but his on-base was much higher at .379. And with his ability to walk and also hit for extra bases, he finished with a real solid 123 weighted runs created plus. He also later admitted to not being 100% after returning from Tommy John surgery, which could also explain his seemingly lack of arm strength as well. His defense definitely took a hit as he posted -8 defensive runs saved, but I would like to think of that as just an aberration. Look for Hicks to have a productive season on both sides of the ball in 2021. DHing and batting cleanup, we have Giancarlo Stanton. 3 years in, Giancarlo has had an up and down career as a Yankee. Injuries have been a problem, and like Judge, you really just gotta hope for a full season of playing time, at least so we can finally see them crushing home runs together for more than 2 weeks at a time. With that said, Stanton's play itself has hardly been an issue, as he owns a 131 weighted runs created plus as a Yankee. And he's coming off a ridiculous October run where he was tearing the cover off the ball, hitting 6 home runs in just 7 games. Batting fifth at first base, we have last year's home run champion, Luke Voit. While many consider Voit's 2020 season to be a breakout year, I don't. He's been this good for a while. Since coming over to the Bronx in August of 2018, the 29-year-old owns a .372 on base with a slugging percentage over .540, hitting 57 home runs with a 144 weighted runs created plus. Aside from the elite power he showcased last year, what was most notable to me was that he was one of the only Yankees to stay afloat injury-wise, despite dealing with plantar fasciitis for most of the season. Assuming he maintains that durability, 40 homers might be a lock for the Yankee first baseman. Playing third base and batting sixth, we have the man who's the opposite of a fluke, that's Gio Urshela. After breaking out in 2019 with great offensive numbers, Gio made it known that he was the real deal in 2020. In 43 games, he hit .298 with a .368 on base, slugged .490 with 6 home runs and a 133 weighted runs created plus. He also continued to play above average defense at the hot corner, as he was worth 6 defensive runs saved and a 13.2 ultimate zone rating. At this point, Urshela has proved himself as one of the top third basemen in baseball, and with that said, there's hardly any reason to bat him at the bottom of the lineup. Gio Urshela, you're a stud. Moving on to the 7th spot, I have Gleyber Torres, who Brian Cashman said is the Yankee shortstop, plain and simple. Now, as you all know, I've been pretty critical of Gleyber's defense, even calling for a move back to second base eventually, but for now, I'm just going to have to hope he's been working on his skills and also shows up to camp a little more toned around the belly. It was a down year for the 24-year-old as he hit just .243 with 3 home runs, but that was also the case with many other star players around the league as well, just for the fact it was a weird season. Gleyber did find his stroke by the time October came though, hitting .435 with an OPS of 1.2 in the Yankees' 7 playoff games. So yeah, at least when it comes to his offense, there's no reason not to expect a bounce back year. I mean, just a year earlier, he hit 38 home runs with a 124 weighted runs created plus at age 22. I'd begin the season with him batting 7th, simply to ease any pressure he might put on himself. But assuming he plays like the Gleyber Torres we know, it won't be long before he climbs the order, eventually returning to the number 3 spot. Next, we have the Yankees' very polarizing and controversial catcher. Batting 8th is Gary Sanchez. How do you define terrible? The easy way is to just look at Gary's 2020 season. A 147 batting average and a K rate of 36% sums it up. Sanchez was absolutely brutal last year, and that's putting it nicely. Yankees GM Brian Cashman, however, wasn't very nice about it. When asked about Gary stating that he wasn't told why he was benched in October, here's what Cashman had to say. "Whether you were told directly, I don't really care," Cashman said. "You're pretty self-aware at that point. You had a horrible year on both sides of the ball. You lost your job in the most important time of the season, which is October baseball. I'm not sure an explanation is necessary." So yeah, not exactly a boost of enthusiasm, but nonetheless, Gary was brought back for the 2021 season, and whether you like it or not, he's going to be the Yankees' starting catcher, at least to begin the season, that is. Then, who knows? Rounding out the order, playing left field, we have Clint Frazier. Since being acquired via trade in 2016, Clint had been nothing more than the odd man out. Fortunately, that is no longer the case. Even if the Yankees do bring back Brett Gardner, which seems pretty likely, that will not change the fact that Clint Frazier is the guy going forward. In 39 games last year, the 26-year-old put up a 149 weighted runs created plus with 8 home runs and a stellar on-base percentage of .394. What was even more impressive, however, was the total flip of the narrative regarding his defense. He went from being a liability in the outfield in past years to becoming a Gold Glove finalist in 2020. With all the tools he possesses, do not be surprised if Clint puts up a 4+ WAR season in 2021. He's that good and should only get even better. So yeah, that is what I believe the Yankees lineup will be this year in 2021, 1 through 9. Obviously, I didn't include Brett Gardner. He's not currently on the team. We all kind of have that hunch that he will be coming back, but if he comes back, it'll be as a bench player until somebody gets injured. But anyways, do you guys agree with this lineup that I put out? Would you do something differently? Let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. This is the #1 channel on the platform for Yankees content, and I will see you guys next time. Let's go, Yankees.
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember.